What's up, people? Welcome to Cortez Fitness. This topic right here is a little bit different. No, it's not fitness. I'm going to talk to y'all about this woman that I used to work with, basically. Let me say that. Who had killed her baby. But before I get into it, I want y'all to watch this video clip.
Listen to the testimony of the medical examiner who testified that this child had over 50 injuries and they were at various stages of healing. The medical examiner also testified that it is highly unlikely that this child could have inflicted these wounds upon herself, even if she was clumsy. He indicated that this child had several impacts all over her head. In fact, there was hemorrhaging between the scalp and the bones of this child. I want to paint the picture of the nightmare that this child lived while she was in the care of these two defendants. The medical examiner testified that the injury to the child's pancreas occurred approximately 7 days prior to her death. He indicated that the injuries that this child has sustained, she would have been in a lot of pain, and that her health and her ability to move around would have deteriorated greatly prior to her death. The medical examiner went on to testify that any parent or guardian, and I am going to add a sidebar, in their right mind would have known that this child was sick and needed medical attention. I also had the opportunity to review the very, very long DVDs that the prosecutor provided to me, and I almost thought I watch a lot of ID Station, and I got confused because I thought I was watching the ID Station. Mr. Thomas, you're a wonderful actor because you wanted this court to believe that a child was in your care who had suffered over 50 injuries to her body, that somehow you noticed that she was not breathing in the back seat of a car. You were driving 75 miles per hour, talking on the phone, and reaching back to the back seat to administer what you called CPR to this child. However, you loved her so much, you didn't take her to the hospital when you saw that she was not breathing in this car. Instead, you stopped by a job of the mother to pick her up so that she could take this child to the hospital. Unbelievable, but you are an incredible actor, and for that, you should get a standing ovation. Oh, but Ms. Gordon, you're an even better actor, because on your interview, you pretended like you did not know that your child was being abused, either by you or the man that sat at home all day with your child while you worked and he did not. Isn't that unfortunate? You are responsible for your child. What was even more incredible is during your interview, you indicated that you were aware that your child sustained a head injury. However, you did not take her to the hospital because you had had some Moscato and some marijuana on you. Unbelievable. And so you took your child back home and waited another day. You are wholly responsible for what happened to your child. Therefore, I'm binding both of you over to the Wayne County 3rd Circuit Court. Your arraignment on the information will be February the 11th, 2015. Don't ask me anything about bond. I'm not entertaining it, and I wish you all the very best. And I'm really being sarcastic.
Me seeing this video made me feel sad deep down inside. You feel me? Because when you work with somebody, you don't look at them like a negative person. I never thought that she would do something like that. Feel me? Not saying that she did all this to the baby, but it's just the simple fact that she was there and she didn't take into consideration take the baby to the hospital after, finding out all this stuff happened. And regardless, if you do have alcohol and weed in your system or on you, I would still take my baby to the hospital. I wouldn't let my baby die. You feel me? I would take my baby to the hospital. It just said that the type of people the type of people that's on this earth, you feel me, that would do stuff like this. Life is too short. If I had kids, which I don't have kids right now, I'm 25, no kids at all. But if I had kids, I won't discipline my kids like that. I won't hit my child across his head like that, causing it to get, a head injury like that. It's just sad. And I saw her. Like I said, we worked together. I saw her. I took her home. I mean, I didn't take her home, but I remember dropping her off at the bus stop. And I waited on her, not knowing that that was going to be the last time I saw her. But it's crazy though, but life live on. And that just lets you know that we got some crazy people out here. Why would you want to be with a man that beat on your child? It shouldn't take him to hurt your child for you to realize that he is a negative person. As you saw in the video, they said that he brought the child up to her job or whatever she was at, not breathing. Baby passed out. Baby was dead. First thing you want to do is you want to wait instead of taking your child straight to the hospital because of alcohol and weed in your system. I'm not talking negative about her. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You feel me? It's out here. That video went viral. I'm surprised. We was doing some work together. I was stalking. All of a sudden, she was telling me a story about her baby. About her baby got injured and all this other stuff. She didn't want to tell me the whole story. But a couple hours over, it was a customer that was talking to her. And was asking her questions, and she was telling her about how her boyfriend brought the baby up to her and all this other stuff. Now, you look up, you going down with him. Now, you could have avoided that if you would have just took the baby to the hospital, you feel me? He could have went down by himself, but instead, it's like you was in it too. You was with the murder too, as well. You feel me? That's like if I rob a bank. If I'm with the person that robbed the bank, if I'm the getaway driver and the person who robbed the bank, we get caught, we going down together. Even though I didn't pull the gun out and demand money, I'm still going to jail too because I was the driver. And by him bringing the baby up there, you should have took the baby to the hospital. You could avoid all that. He could have gotten in trouble. He could have been locked up. Nah, y'all both locked up. And it's sad. No bond. And I think people like that don't deserve to have a bond. I feel like if you kill somebody, you should spend the rest of your life in jail. 20 years ain't gonna do it. You feel me? Because life is too precious. And you got people that can live above 20 years. And I don't think that you should just only do 20 years and go out. I think you should spend the whole rest of your life in prison. But I just wanted to bring the story up because it's touching. And like I said, I saw her before all this happened. And it's like, it's crazy. But I know one thing, before I end this video, if I have a child one day, I will never do this to my child. I will never, I'll probably spank him, but I will never beat my child across his head, causing any head injuries at all. Also, don't forget to check out my other channel, Cortez Talk. I talk about a whole lot of stuff on there. I just don't do just fitness, you feel me? I do commentary over there too, so check that out. I'm gonna need a video right here. Just click on this video right here, take you straight to my channel. Your boy Cortez Fitness. Coming from the D. You know how we do this. Represent.